Checking my stream on my end. I got my audio. I have desktop audio. It says I'm live, but I can't see my video. I checked my stream, it says it's there, so we're good. We can go ahead and get to the games. No, wrong button. There we are. Hello. We are back. I would do the music that I have set for right now, but we're just gonna quickly move off of this guy really quick. Bop, bop, over to here. Skip. So, last time.
On Avatar.
That's previously. There's a difference.
On Avatar.
Thank you. Last time, our group of heroes, the Steel Odyssey, had made their way to the new continent, this new world, that are being explored by a joint expedition of governments, heralded first by the Leyland expedition, the ones who had found the continent, set up their initial expedition, and is the most well-equipped and well-supplied section of this expedition. So far, your party has encountered, while not directly, of course your interactions were very controlled, but to some degree you encountered the politics of what was going on and the intricacies of the personalities that were there. But knowing that your job was not explicitly to be involved and instead was to just get the job done, you decided to instead get to work. Did some quick looking through the supplies that were there, bought some antidotes, made yourself comfortable enough, and after getting excessively drunk, woke the next morning, very little hangover thanks to the efforts of Judge, to set off into the wild jungle that existed outside of this expeditionary base. You were not terribly far away from said base when you encountered your first, call it opponents. These creatures were ones that majority of you had never seen before and only read about, but knew to some degree they existed. Velociraptors, as they've been called, though much larger than the ones that have been found and researched in the Castadolan jungle. These ones were much more tenacious, pushing you guys very quickly to having to fight at the edge of your capabilities. And you were able to turn them away and have them run off into the jungle. But some of you were not as satisfied with that, namely Conroy was ready and willing to do battle with what lay next, and it seemed, at the end of that what lay next may just be around the corner, as you heard loud stomping sounds. The sounds of one of these creatures you were fighting screeching in pain before silence. It was there where we had ended the session, and there where we pick up to first all of you kind of quickly gathering yourselves, looking around, still kind of in this round of combat. As seconds go by until you hear a much louder, more ferocious roar, one that echoes through the foliage, deep and guttural, almost dragon-like, for those of you who have had any experience with dragons. And at that roar, what remained of any local wildlife immediately goes silent. And you're all hit with a very quick wave of uncertainty. Not any magical effect, not the effect of any creatures you could tell, But you were ready for combat, certainly. You're ready for something that you can handle. The very immediate response to the jungle around you to this thing's cry and how loud and guttural it was makes you think for a half second longer, are we prepared? Should we fight this?
Yes. Next.
And another thump.
No.
Coming closer towards all of you, and with every step, the ground begins to reverberate.
I may not be the smartest person around, but I think that's our signal to leave.
You have one. You have one round. You kind of ask out for Fizzle Toss. He's like, I would get down and get quiet.
At least reposition.
You have one round.
Monster.
Can I? Okay.
Are we
said we're
hiding?
each gonna have one turn.
One round. What are we doing?
Are we actually hiding?
I can action dash and get over there.
Same.
I'm at least gonna do that. Whether
I'm
it sees me or not, I'm gonna at least not be in the direct way.
Yes, if you want to move, you got an extra 10 feet because you're starting turn next to me.
Which one was that?
So here's the thing. I'm gonna lose my rage at the end of this turn. So what I'd like to use it, I have an extra 10 feet. So, you know, I still want to be close to the front, though, and this is kind of approaching from, like, map northeast.
No. It is approaching mostly from map central, map northwest-ish. Like
Map
north-northwest.
West. Okay.
North-northwest is where you're hearing it.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah, kind of north of this pool.
Okay. So then I will...
One of the many Bulbasaur pools.
Yeah.
Yeah, puddles of water that don't look terribly deep. They just seem to be the collection of local groundwater, moisture, and whatever rain comes to this place.
Yeah, if you look at the color of the pools plus the flowers that are on them, it's a Bulbasaur pool.
Yeah,
Okay.
I only have so much control over the color of the water.
I know.
Hey, which rock would you like to be near?
Whichever one you'd please. Whichever's the coziest for you.
No. Hey, which rock would you like to be closer to?
Oh,
I think we should be together, right?
Because I'm...
I will say
think I'm
these
gonna-
pieces of foliage are large as well. These large ferns, they could easily hide a person.
That's where I'm heading.
So, what I'm going to do to try and make
Move your
this whole
tokens,
thing
whatever movement
easier
you're making.
on the party as a whole is I'm going to assist Kite's movement, because at the end of this turn I'll end my rage, but I'm going to use Mighty Impel to send Kite 30 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna.
So I can yeet her here to a space within 30 feet of me I can see within range.
okay. Oops, I didn't grab my token. Oh, shit.
What's his name?
Alright, and then
Sam still has Mage Hand up.
And then since I still have the extra...
Sam currently has Big B's hand up.
next to her, so I am going to end my turn here next to Judge, and I turn Smole again.
Does anyone need a haste for extra movement speed? I just realized.
Probably he does. I'll move down here.
I want to move my spiritual weapon also, like, below me, I guess.
Yep, easy enough to do.
Right there. I can make it.
Alright, where's the hand moving? That's the question.
Yeah. Sam.
Nick,
Is it my turn now? I was letting everybody else do their thing.
what are you doing?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to get my Big B's hand to drop me on the floor.
Okay.
I'm going to stop concentrating on it, and I'm immediately going to cast invisibility on myself.
Fair enough. Still concentrating. What was this marker that I put on you, by the way?
I put the wings on me to remind me that I was up in the air.
Gotcha.
With the Big B's hand.
Fair enough. Good.
Alright, so I am.
So I'll
doing
just
the red dot marked my rage.
We'll give you the
here.
ninja to make you invisible.
cool, and I'll just step over here.
Okay, so I'm moving here. I'm using a bonus action to change to Crescent Moon.
Okay.
And I don't have invisibility. I am gonna cast as an action. Since I'm changing out the Crescent for a sorcery point, I am gonna cast Mislead.
Which does, if you could link it for
It
me.
turns me. Give me a sec.
Become invisible at the same time that an illusory double of you appears where you are standing. The double lasts for the duration, but the invisibility ends if you attack or cast a spell. You can use your action, move your illusory double up to twice your movement speed, and make it a gesture, speak, behave in whatever way you choose. You can see through the silence, yada yada. So you're gonna be here in this bush, turning invisible, and then where are you putting the? It's where you're standing right now.
Yeah, where I'm standing right now. And actually,
I was there. You're gonna make it stand somewhere and then move into the bush.
I was here. I'm gonna make it stand here, cast that, and then head to the bush.
What about second commune?
But what about second commune? Here he is. Second commune is the one with the mark and the red dot. All right, everyone is there. Are we attempting a hide?
I mean, I'm invisible, so.
Yep.
Might as well.
The two that are hidden with the invisibility, you obviously have advantage. Everyone else, go ahead and make a stealth check. For those who have heavy armor, I will say it does not impose disadvantage right now because you are trying to stay still. You are not moving the armor in this case.
Oof.
Okay, Judge.
That was not good.
Oh no.
Oh no. Come on, Nat 20.
Darkness ready in case I see it
Not
coming.
+3, so 10.
I'm just darkness ready in case I need to like ninja like smoke bomb run. That's what I'm thinking in my mind.
This is fair. Yeah, it's at this moment that all of you look and see first as these booming thuds get louder and louder. Immediately out of the bushes, one of the velociraptors that you had fought, right behind it is an absolute fucking monster.
Oh no, that's worse than I imagined.
And it just stands over this place as it knocks the velociraptor a solid 30
That's
feet in the
fantastic.
air
I
and
want it.
munches it in one massive bite.
Don't even think about riding it.
Just immediately swallows it and takes a quick look around. Immediate perception says it sees something. Does your mislead say anything about what they need to roll to determine if your illusory double is an illusion?
There is nothing saying that. As far as they are aware,
It's not even in the... Yeah, it's just you. It is probably certainly heard Kite, like, fail miserably with a small little yelp.
I'm
As this
behind the rock
thing-
like fuck.
But immediately it turns around, looking over at the commune double, and just swipes at it with its tail, digging up a massive gouge through the ground. What does the commune double do? We'll give you
Guy.
one action.
no, if he's smart, he can run, and he runs at double his movement, double
Yeah.
my movement.
Where are you sending him, buddy?
Off the map, away
Okay.
from me, and away from
Way.
everybody else.
Fair enough. I'm gonna have this thing make an intelligence check. It is not smart.
That's an 11.
Of legend. Okay.
Yeah. It sees this thing run, cannot determine whether or not its tail actually swiped him that way or if he was running the entire time, and just runs off in pursuit of this thing for a moment. This has bought you some time.
For just a moment.
as all of a sudden, you all are very much aware of your own heartbeats. Fizzletoss, you can hear him as close to where you are, Conroy. He's like, I vote we fucking leave.
Could have taken it.
I don't want to fight it.
What are we
We
doing?
might die if we fight it.
This was Nick saying it. We're not close enough to talk.
I don't know about you, but I'm gonna run one more round and hope this thing still follows, and then I'm running.
The thudding is going away from you. You can
How
hear a
far
very
can your illusion doubles
frustrated.
get from you.
Hey, there is no limit.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's just if he's using his... Like, if he's looking through its senses, he can't see or hear anything in his own surroundings.
Yeah, are you looking? You're looking through its senses, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. During this round, it has moved as far as it possibly can. The T-Rex is very close. And it probably actually, yeah, it can actually catch up to your double very easily, and has at the very least made one attack against the double already. And you can hear it roar in frustration as the double is still there.
Someone needs to fetch the friend bomb as we leave.
I mean, let it, and I'm just gonna keep going. And
yeah, I'm assuming Connor is just grabbing Kamir at this point.
I can't see him, so like I saw him run into the bush, I imagine, and I'm just like feeling around the bush, like come here, and then I like feel some part of his rib, and then I pick him up, and we're going.
Yep.
I'm gonna yell at everyone, like, okay, run, I'm in the back, everyone run ahead of me, and like,
yeah.
Can I, like, I don't need to high-five people as they run past, but, like, can I, like, okay, everyone run past me, get a little speed boost, and just book it?
Yep, and as soon as if this thing realizes that fake me is fake me, I'm just gonna snap out of the vision, out of, you know, the whole seeing through it, and be like, no, I don't even need to snap out of it. I'd be just like, go, 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 go. Because the invisibility, last restoration.
I'm going to assume that we're kind of, where's my measuring tool? Hauling ass in that direction.
In the direction you were kind of already heading, yes. Yeah.
And you guys just hear my like silent ass just like plod past you as he's running
Flop,
or
flop, flop,
or
flop,
near
flop,
you.
flop,
just,
flop.
just silent ground noises.
Yep.
Fuck.
Slight south trajectory.
Yeah, I will say with this, because everyone's making the run for it, and one of you is being carried, I will have just a group athletics check, as we are booking it from this thing.
Alright.
I'm not good at these, by the
You
way.
hate me, don't you?
You don't have to make one.
Why
You're being
couldn't
carried.
it acrobatics.
Well, guys, I have a good modifier for this.
A wizard!
We'll have to see what
Damn it.
happens, though, when the dice get involved. Alright, I'll take it. We'll take
1
it after
minus
me.
1, 0, huh?
Yeah, that is how math works, Tally, yes.
This is the part where I'm just carrying both of them now.
Nick, do you want the good news or the bad?
The bad news.
The bad news is if I had to make this, I could get a -1.
Good
So
news is he
statistically,
doesn't
made
have
the right
to.
decision.
Exactly.
Yeah. Good news is he doesn't have to. Curiously enough, this creature can make multiple perception checks a turn because of legendary action. Its first perception check was a natural 1. Its second
absolutely
perception
right,
check was a
100%.
natural 2.
150%. This is prey.
But the natural 2 was still a total 20.
Oh, fuck, we're fucked. Run, guys.
Oh, no.
So it is very much aware
Run.
that this is not a person anymore, and has turned to go back to where it was in search of the prey that it knew was there.
We're
We don't
gone.
have a druid.
Anybody have
Or a
paths without
hunter.
a trace?
No, we don't have a druid or hunter.
So you all get one more round of running things. I will say this one we can make it specialized checks depending on what you're going to do to attempt to gain speed, distance, or stealthiness away from this creature. However, with one individual exception, Conroy, you have to continue making an athletics check as you
Yes.
are carrying.
Yes. Very yes.
So go ahead and make me an athletics check for carrying.
Alright, here we go, guys. Athletics.
Okay. Not bad,
Alright.
not great.
Yep.
So,
That plus
that
10
being
for carrying me.
said, Judge, what are we doing? Are we just continuing to book it and make another athletics check, or are we going to be spicy?
I have an idea. I don't know how well it'll work. I mean, I don't know. Is it's going to depend. Is it obvious that it's aware that, like, does it see us?
It's not in range to see you. It's just aware that the double is not you or was not real, and he's heading back to the former clearing.
Okay.
Like you guys are already off this map. We're already off of here. We're at least one whole map's worth of distance away, because that's what the first athletics check was. You didn't get very far because some of you are not athletic, so that's the only reason we're making this. And I'm sure that Kamir is telling everyone that this thing can make up distance faster than you can make distance.
Yep.
I am going to cast Wall of Fire and just like like the center part of the fire is where we disappeared, and just like if I'm still able to target anywhere on the map, it's essentially like this kind of thing where it's like just making a veil entirely obscuring where we ran
just
from.
full on putting up a wall of fire behind you and hoping for the best.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
I'll say that negates your need to make a roll in this case, as we are adding that instead as a roll against the T-Rex.
Okay, I'm gonna tell Conroy to hold up a second. I'm gonna drop this invisibility at this point, because knowing that there's no point.
Yeah, that it's
Yep,
turned
yep.
around.
Cast Phantom Steed as a bonus action, which I get for free because it is an illusion spell due to my lunar feet.
Yeah. So you get a phantom steed. You get a horse, or whatever you want to be
He's
describing it
basically
as.
a horse.
Basically a horse.
noble steed.
And then if he's for whatever reason still carrying me, I'm gonna tell Conroy, put me on the horse.
He doesn't even need to be told. You see the horse pops up, and he's like, "I know this shit." And he just chucks you on the horse.
All right, and I'm going.
Fair enough.
Not much I can do. I'm going.
Opal.
Okay, Opal is going to, let's see, I have 50 feet. Well, we're not on this map anymore, you said, right?
Yeah, you're not on this map anymore. This
Okay.
I just haven't.
How
Don't have a
are
map to put you guys on right
Are
now.
we like all together right now?
Relatively clumped.
Okay,
It's like a loose gathering, you know, not all that different from how you're set up on the map here.
Okay, well,
Not exact positioning, but you know.
Considering since we've been together for a while, I'm gonna use one of my charges of the ghostly form.
Okay.
So to become incorporeal. Excuse me. Yeah.
Yeah,
Incorporeal.
incorporeal. Yeah.
Incorporeal. Yeah. I can't. Like, it's too many R's.
Incorporeal. You know, lack of the lack of a corporation. I don't know.
Leave me alone, okay?
Lack of corpus, incorporeal.
Still getting over being sick. Leave me alone.
And you're just gonna use that, and you're just gonna, instead of trying to go around all these trees, you're just going through.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
just full straight booking it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Basically.
with that, I'm going to say it again. That's a negation of a roll for you, is that it's an automatic success for using your resource.
since I'm riding a horse, could I make these as with animal handling as opposed to athletics? Because now I'm on.
Sure.
Do you need me to make a roll?
Yes. I will take that since you have offered.
Not bad. Could be worse.
Yeah. Samuel. You're invisible still, but you are having a tough fucking time of this.
Are any of my allies falling behind that are not me?
I would be at the
Kite is
very
behind
back.
you. She is intentionally staying behind you.
Why?
As I got a boost to speed, I can haste if anyone's slow, and I'll just pick someone up off
Yeah.
the ground and start
She's
carrying.
basically, because of how her paladin like nature works, she gives you a boost of speed on your first turn, and as long as you're within her aura. So it's like she's keeping up with you because it's still giving you that burst of speed, even though you're having a hard time keeping up.
All right. I'm going to drop back to her, grab her shirt, and go, neither of us are in the back, and I am going to use my cloak to dimension door
Yeah.
500 feet forward.
Easy enough. Yeah, you
Just
two
in a small
immediately.
puff of smoke, just
Yeah. Automatic
helps.
success for the both of you. I'm not going to even have Kite make a roll for anything at this point. Kite, is there anything you would like to do after you've been teleported?
I didn't plan for this.
I'm assuming we're just going to wait around for a moment for the rest of the party to catch up. Because you are now at least 250 ahead of them. At least.
I mean, the slowest person in the party now is Judge, but he was ahead in the first place, so I think
he started ahead.
kinda
Everyone else is
cancels out.
kind of coming together here. You two are ahead. Kite and Samuel are ahead by a fair bit. But the rest of the party is kind of catching up together and are now grouping together. And I'm assuming at this point, Kite, you're just going to wait around for the rest of the party?
Yeah, I'm just basically there ready that if I'm basically ready that if I see this thing catching up to anyone, like, before they make it to us and make it past us again, I'm holding a guiding bolt to just kind of try to snipe it in the head or something to distract is my next thought.
I will deal with that. You just keep moving.
No! You run! I have haste!
I can fly.
Then fly, bitch.
Like, I can polymorph myself into an eagle immediately, go 500 feet up, and tell this thing to fuck itself.
It's around this time that the rest of the party shows up. To you two kind of bickering. You hear a very loud roar from coming from behind you, and then also just out of the brush, you finally see Fizzletoss show up, and he's like, "Less bickering, more running!"
Just turn and run.
But I will say, with the rolls, the T-Rex, and the fire that is in front of him, he's going to instead choose not to follow the obvious prey, and instead go back into the jungle.
At some point, the fast food isn't worth it.
He's very confident in his abilities. He's like, fuck this. Like, I'm not going through
touching that
fire.
fucking oven.
Yeah, I'm not going
The
through
calories
the fire.
I burn are not worth the calories I gain.
But you were all successful in avoiding the creature for now. After about a prolonged, maybe 5-minute sprint, you all kind of come to a rest really quick. Kind of looking around between all of you. Fizzletoss is just there kind of breathing heavily. It's like, I have heard that thing on and off in these journeys. I've never seen it.
Oh,
I'm
you know,
co-
that bodes well for all of us. We could have taken it, though. Still going to say that.
Exactly.
Quite
Maybe if you
quite
weren't all
fantastically large.
Maybe if you weren't all shredded already by the small ones. Maybe. Maybe if you had some prep. Maybe if you had some setup. Maybe.
Or, I put up a dome, we sleep for 8 hours, we feel great in the morning, and then we go hunt this thing down.
Haven't even made that much distance today. I say we take a quick little breather here. respect the jungle a little bit, and then we get back on our way.
All right.
I could sit for a spell.
Give us an hour.
Anyone need lay on hands?
Well, you're going to take a short rest. You
Yeah.
all get the benefits of short rest here because we're going to take a short rest. Feel free to go ahead and utilize
Dice your hits, guys.
Hit dice.
Memory serves, the answer is judge.
I get my key points back.
I can't. My fucking token didn't change my health, so I don't know what I was.
Oh,
I was at like 53 or 54 because we had that token issue last time.
there we go. You are 54.
Thank you.
I have
don't
60
know-
points
Yeah,
of
can
lay
you
on
tell me what
hands.
mine is? Because it didn't register on my character sheet.
Let's see where I am.
84.
After that.
84. Thank you. Okay, perfect. I'm at full health.
That puts me at 80.
Do you want some lay on hands? I have 60 points.
So yeah, I'm gonna use some dice here.
I'll take
Oh. My combat music
take-
is still in here.
like 10 or 15.
Okay, I'll give you 15.
Put me at 95.
Ooh.
Anyone else?
May.
How much you want?
Any hit dice I don't have to use are hit dice I can use to fuel the greatsword. But first, let me roll some. That's 101. I've got another 72 to go, so let's keep going. Oh. That puts me at 12, 129 puts me at 8. 8, 137. Puts me at 7, and we're gonna do one more 16. Puts me at 6 and 1, 53. I'm 20 below max.
You get another 10.
Works for me.
I'm one below max. I am going to use my arcane recovery for this, so that'll get me 6 points spells.
And then I'm also recovering all my meta magic points using the Bloodwell Vial.
Anyone still not looking amazing?
I'm at 45 right now. I can throw another hit die on that, but yeah, I'm gonna
I
roll more.
also have spells that I can use. I have
So I'm up to 52, so I'm about a little over half now.
I'll throw 10. Yeah, I'll throw another 10 lay on hands towards you. That'll leave me with a good little buffer. And
Okay, thank
do you want me to do a cure wounds on you?
you. Your call.
Are you
I'll
going
do
to spend more dice?
Who,
I ain't
me?
gonna spend any more dice.
Let me do it. I'm actually going to walk up, touch the bead on the necklace, and then touch Kamir, which gives him a second level cure wounds. It doesn't say. Oh, okay, no, using your spellcast. Okay, cool. A cure wounds at second from the bead gives you 18.
There we go. I'm up to 80. I'm fine.
I think that's good.
I'm just fixing all of our tokens here really quick to hopefully make sure that they're working now.
Mm-hmm.
Where to next?
Bizzletoss, lead.
Yeah. Hold on. Gonna get himself up. Grabs all you guys' all of his shit. Lets you guys grab all of yours. You guys continue on nearby the riverbank, I will say, the direction you were already heading. I'm almost through everybody's freaking tokens here. Got Conroy's. Did Samuel's and Opal's already. I just need Commiers now. Edit token properties. Hit points. AC. Save settings. Save changes. Okay, so now if I delete all of these and I go ahead and slam Commier down. Yes. Opal. Yes. Fantastic. Your tokens should now be working. So.
Fantastic.
There we go. You all continue off in the direction you're already heading. Through the jungle for a distance further. Kind of following the river somewhat closely, but not crazily closely. If you would like for... let's have Kite roll for me a d12.
A d12?
Yeah.
I've been rolling like shit.
4. All right. At some point, as you guys are going through the jungle, a section of the brush seems to kind of overgrown a little bit more, and Fizzletoss is kind of looking and is like, God. Well, guys, got a couple options here. This stuff grows really fast. We've tried cutting it, doesn't work all that well. We've tried going through it and determined to some degree it is toxic, poisonous, whatever you want to call it. The other option is we go around it. Loses some time, but it's the least dangerous of the options.
Can we burn it?
We tried. It doesn't take to fire all that well.
Oh.
I mean, truth be told, we were using our fire, not magical fire.
I'll cast a firebolt at it.
Same here.
Just immediate. Just he says that and boom.
Immediately,
Taking out the
people
sword.
with firebolt just goes and.
Yeah,
Firebolt.
it's
2 firebolts. Boom. This is an easy thing to test.
it hits. It does flame a little bit. It does burn a little bit, but it does seem to be resilient to fire to a degree. You imagine this would be a way to move through the brush without putting anyone in danger, but it would slow you down at roughly the same rate as going around would.
I can cast a mine of fire elemental and let that clear the path and burn the path in front of us. It lasts an hour per cast.
Well, we tried burning it with fire, but have we tried burning it with acid?
We can try acid. I'm just thinking if we just need a constant source of fire, I can get...
Sword.
Hello, I am the
Fire
Lorax.
elemental.
I speak for the trees. You've cast fire already. Could you please fucking not?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Immediately goes to a new continent, sets the jungle on fire.
I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. Stop casting firebolt or I'll cut off your knees.
But I was gonna cast firebolt, but acid.
I mean, you want to give it a try? What are you
Sure
doing?
the hell. Fireball,
Shape?
but I'm transmuting it to acid.
I mean,
Fire bolt or fireball?
Firebolt.
Okay, with a T.
it works. Acid doesn't immediately fucking vaporize or catch as quickly as fire does. It's not as energetic a reaction. You find while certainly acid is eating through it much more effectively than the fire was, the simple fact of it being a slower reaction gives you it roughly the same result.
Okay, I guess.
I have a question, Josh.
Sure.
Does Divine Health, it says, or fucking I lost it. Divine Health says I'm immune to disease. Is poison a disease?
No.
I didn't think so, but I can cast protection from poison on one person. It'll last for an hour, so one person will be advantage on saving throws against poison.
What does it do when you cut it?
Well, here, let me show you. He goes ahead and he takes out what looks to be like a very standard polearm that he's been carrying with him. That's kind of like just a staff of some sorts. But then you see him twist a knob that was on one end, and all of a sudden it like flings out a set of blades on the opposite end of the item, and he pulls lever out of this knob, and it turns into like this almost crank. And he then just goes ahead and starts cranking in this thing, this bladed now polearm, and it just starts kind of like threshing through the weeds. After about 2 seconds of these things being cut, you see them immediately regrowing, and his weed whacker just kind of gets overgrown. They don't take to cutting too well. They don't like that.
What if we freeze them after we cut it?
Or before.
Or before?
Does anybody else have polymorph? Anyone?
No. If only, this trip would be a lot easier if they had a freaking circle at the ruins. You would think somebody would be at least setting up a circle at the ruins and constantly doing circle things, but no.
That would require more people from the Acellin Institute to actually be here, buddy.
I'm not from the Institute and I can do it. But no.
He just kind of looks at you with that kind of like, really, buddy, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. They're focused more on trying to create a viable settlement back there. They're all talking about like how in the world, who gets to own this continent? Where does a colony belong to? All this jazz. Stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're worried about who all this owns to before they actually explore the damn thing and decide whether or not it's even valuable land. So far, with those things we've been attacked by, I say it's fun to walk around in, explore, see all that stuff. No one's gonna want to build a city here. They're all being stupid.
Just imagine they build a city back there,
No argument for me on that one.
and then that thing goes to the sea.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking they're going to have to kill that thing beforehand. Somebody's going to get a nice bounty on it. Maybe give you guys some job security for after this. But anyway, figure out what we're doing next. Go around or go through. What are our options here, guys?
Sounds like
Question. Sorry, just to make sure I was hearing correctly, you said the plants attacked the weed whacker, right? Like they
grew very,
semi-sentient?
very rapidly. To the point where it didn't so much attack the weed whacker as it just kind of grew in and clogged up the weed whacker. Like, they seem to actually, when they are being cut in that way or in any way, they seem to grow faster than the rate of which they are being cut at.
Can I just try to touch the plant and see if I can, like, if I just tap it or, like, gently try to, like, push it, does it, like, try to grow on me and attack me?
Sure. You can walk up, kind of, what are you touching it with?
Just my hand, because I'm trying to see if it's, like, a defense mechanism to it instantly being attacked, and if, like, we just go slow, if maybe it'll be like, oh, you chill. I'm thinking about it like the vines from the first Harry Potter movie that like the secret was just be calm.
Yeah, you touch it. They don't seem to interact with you. You're just tapping it and kind of moving it a little bit. Though moving these, like, this brush and this kind of viney, almost kind of viney poison ivy almost looking kind of shit. It doesn't seem to, like, move anymore, but you do notice that underneath the leaves are these prickly, kind of thorny projections, and you get an idea for how these things get kind of toxic. Just kind of walking through them and having that brush up against your skin or armor can probably impart some sort of toxin that is not great.
Could I see how it reacts to a sacred flame in a separate spot, not next to Kite, just in case?
I mean, you use the sacred flame on it, but sacred flame doesn't actually burn. Just hits it with light that hurts.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really have an effect.
All right. I'm going to give this one more try before we start walking around it. I'll hold up my hand and just cast Dispel Magic on the vines generally in front of me.
It has no effect.
Well, get on your hiking boots. Unless somebody else has polymorph, we can carry the all of us out of here. Nope. All right, follow me. You, pointing at the guide. After you.
Yep, this way. We go down closer to the river. There are obviously more animals and monsters and whatnot. The closer we get to the river, yada yada. Forest safety. You all have been out in the forest. You know your shit.
We bought poison cures.
You did buy antidotes.
We only have 4 of them, and I count more than 4 of us here.
And
Yeah.
I don't want to waste it going through
A bush.
this.
I guess.
If it's going to slow us down to take the same amount of time either way, we might as well go the one that has less resistance.
Yeah. I think that's fair. We go down the river. It's not like it takes all that much longer to go by the river versus going this direct path. The river does present, like I just said, maybe some more encounters of the animalistic kind, but I don't know. With that thing nearby, I'm gonna guess more animals might stay away. We'll find out.
I am curious why those certain plants behave in that way. It's unlike anything I've seen before.
I'm guessing that there might just be something to the fact that this is a new continent with completely new foliage and animals on it that we don't understand yet, and they may just act differently than the ones on our continent.
It's got defense mechanisms. Every animal and plant has defense mechanisms. It attacking and it having the little poisons is this plant's defense mechanisms.
I will
yes.
say, as you guys are keeping walking, and he's kind of moving forward, it's like, I will say, if it makes you feel even weirder about it, these don't stay in one place.
The plants move?
Specifically, these plants move.
Why don't you have a druid talk to the plant then?
I don't have personnel records. I don't know who the hell lives back at the place.
Then talk to someone who does. Mention it to someone.
I've made a report. I've sent the report in. They've got the information. When they want to send somebody out to go and figure this stuff out, we'll get there. You gotta remember, we've only been here for a couple of months, and a lot of that time has been based around building up that settlement, exploring what we can by just not fucking with shit for a little bit, and then also these ruins, which have drawn a lot of our attention. We're not exactly, a large expedition. Besides, there's the whole ruined city to the north there we're trying to figure out, too.
I'm guessing the church got built first, so they could pray that fucking monster didn't go to the camp.
I remember there was one person that told me a quote from one of those old heralds. It said, "The greatest church is in your heart." I guess they brought those with them.
What did they actually brought those hearts?
Some of them did. Though, reason to argue as he kind of climbs up over some roots here. The reason to argue that Marenko fellow don't have one of those, but,
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
America's an asshole. I'll say it. He can't fucking hear me here. He's a fucking asshole.
He is a fucking asshole. You're not wrong. Yeah, you guys kind of travel through the day. It does take you a little bit of a detour, but you eventually do get the chance to end your day closer to the river. You can actually hear it flowing nearby. You are able to set up a camp, ending your day and getting a nice long rest.
Under the bubble.
Yeah, I'm going to say, just for brevity's sake, this is just the prologue, that we're not going to require rests at night. If I'm going to do encounters in the jungle, it will be during the day. So we're going to just kind of skip through the long rest ceremony, as it were. And we all wake the next day, comfortable, collected. As you wake up, and you've made your first kind of day's worth of journey along the river. You're pretty close to it, and Fizzletoss will kind of lead you all down to it if you wanted to, so you could fill up your water skins, wash off the day's grime from the day before, yada yada.
Cannonball! Knowing what we're going up against now and kind of when we need more protective stuff, I am switching my phase again at night because I can do that.
Fair enough, yeah.
I'm going to New Moon.
Makes sense to me. But yeah, you have your new day. For those of you who prepare spells, feel free to make your preparations and changes. You all are able to kind of clean up a little bit. I will say, while we're doing this, Tally, Opal, give me a D12.
Oh. D12. Let's see.
Reroll if it's a 4. 2!
Nope. That ain't good.
We don't
We're
know.
getting lower and lower. We're about to find him.
A 2. Funnily enough, nothing of interest happens today. You get a full, free, comfortable day of travel without any issues.
Yay.
That's the only good spot on that chart, so...
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Your first day of travel would have taken to just about here on the map. Your second day of travel, I'm going to say, because we're going closer along the river here, we're going to go out and down along this section. You do have to ford the river at one point, but you have no major issues in doing so. Go along the river, down along, and it brings you to about here.
Neat.
Your next day of travel could take you straight down to here if you were so inclined. But wake up, we'll get another roll for the next day. In this case, we're going to go to... Got a few choices left. Wolfie.
It's me.
Judge, let's do it. Roll me a d12. A 9.
9?
So, with a 9, during the day you all get to a point near the river where kind of the jungle kind of, in some areas gets closer, in some areas gets further away, clears up near the river for a little bit, and you all see high in the sky above you these what look like fairly large birds until they dive down a little bit more. And you realize that they're not fairly large birds. They're massive and, not strictly speaking, birds.
Oh.
Oh, pterodactyl.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
I will say,
We're fighting the Power Rangers, guys.
if you guys want to, take a look up at them, try and get a closer look, feel free to make perception checks. It will put you in range to be seen, as you will have to stand still for a little bit to be getting a good check on them.
No, I want to
And they
keep
might
going.
be able to see you.
Big birds.
Big birds, we're just going to keep on going?
I do like big birds.
I've never
Birds.
seen Big Bird.
Oh, What do those look like?
I
Excellent.
don't.
Oh, fantastic. We're going to do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I like pushing big red buttons.
On this day, it is...
If we see a hero T-Rex, I'm fucking hunting it down.
Yeah.
Just a warning.
As you guys are looking up, a small bank of clouds seems to just quickly let open, and some rain begins to happen. You get some good look at them. Conroy, they're just big birds. It's hard really to say. Opal, you get a good look at them before the rain starts happening. And these are massive. These are very large birds. And unfortunately, they're coming closer. Fizzletoss looks at that. He's like, I don't know what that is, but I don't like it. I'm hiding in a tree. You guys have fun.
Just a gentle sigh.
But feel free to go ahead and place your tokens on this map. I will say centralized if you are so inclined. These are in fact trees that you can hide underneath. No, that's the shade of the tree, and that's the trunk in the center. You may hide underneath them if you are so inclined.
They were stumps because the trees had burned to the ground, and the
No,
circle
no.
was like a pile of ash around the trees.
Oh, that's the shadow of the tree. I
Just
did this intentionally for this reason specifically.
Yup. Look, guys, big birds.
But yeah,
Do
go
I
ahead
still
and
have warding bond from Judge? No,
No.
right? That
No.
would have went away. Okay.
missing a Samuel and a kite.
just gently sigh. Look at Kamir.
Sorry,
Squint.
I learned my lesson last time. I'm standing in the fucking middle.
That kind of work.
Yeah,
Well,
centralized. You could be under the tree. You could be out in the
Spread out a little
open.
bit too,
Up to you
here,
guys.
Jesus.
I am staying
Like-
under this tree. At least until I see reasons not to stay under this tree, but I am staying.
Alright.
Death Ward, Kamir.
Nice.
Wow, I see how it is. You just favor that guy over me.
Yeah,
I
you
had a day
all
one, to be fair.
splop down into the space as all of a sudden these two of these creatures swoop and land down in the space in front of you. You finally get some level of appreciation for the exact size of these creatures. If any of you have seen giraffes, they're about that size.
Oh wow.
Yo! That's so rad.
And they both of them turn and look at the both of you. One of them just kind of turning its head side to side, and it gives this loud, just squawking cry before it gets a little bit closer.
Is their posture like aggressive?
It's a mix between curiosity and aggression. You definitely get the sense that these guys are comfortable with being predator creatures.
Is the prey that's in their mouth presently actually there?
No,
Okay.
no. This is just the only picture that I have of a Quetzalcoatlus, Quetzalcoatlus that I could find.
Would you say they're like a draconic, like a dragon or
No.
anything like that? No? Okay.
I'm gonna move over in front of Judge here, so that I'm the first thing in its path real quick.
I wave at Bird.
You wave at Bird. It has no idea what the fuck you are. You are a piece of like shiny rock that is waving at it.
Yep. It's confusing.
I also wave at Bird. I am made of meat. Delicious meat.
It doesn't really know what to make of the shiny rock, other than it likes shiny things. So it will, in fact, this one will, in fact, rush forward to close enough that it can attack you. Yeah, it's just gonna run straight up over to here and bite over the top of Conroy. to try and bite Mr. Judge. That is a 19 to hit.
No.
Yeah.
I will.
He beaks in and it slides right off and he just pulls his beak back. You will.
I'm the snack that slashes back, Sentinel.
Fair enough. Roll your attack. 28 in fact hits.
Excellent. And then no rage, no elemental cleavage. This is just regular ass damage. Okay. I'll take it.
Yeah. 17 points of slashing damage is all well and good in the hood. But because of this, we are going to go ahead and say, let's roll some initiative, because you have now started the combat with the creature.
You started it, I continued it.
It was just trying to grab the shiny rock.
It
What
made
the hell is with
attack
this
roll.
initiative?
There, I broke the pattern.
It was just trying to grab shiny rock, okay? That's
what's
all
yours?
it was doing.
Probably not high. It's a 0.
Oh, I have my dex maxed.
Then yeah, no, I'm not gonna beat that.
All right, top of the turn order. As soon as this attack happens, this Quetzalcoatlus over here is going to immediately rush in towards the other, like, shiny rock-wearing flesh creature and make a bite attack at you. That's a 23 to hit.
Wait, me?
Yes.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. It will hit you, and instead of doing its full damage, it is going to grapple you. You will take 11 points of slashing and are in this thing's mouth. Grappled by the creature. And it's going to fly. Had to make some movement there, but it's going to go ahead and fly. Fuck it. He's going to fly about 40 feet up.
Oh, hi guys!
That's his turn. Conroy!
Wait, come back!
Father, help!
Kite will be
Father
fine.
Ho!
That's my boy.
That's my kite. Hi is a
Father,
kite.
help! Yes, yeah.
Yep. Alright, and then I'll turn back to this one, and it attacked the shiny rock I was trying to stand in front of and protect, and so that naturally sets me, and I will rage.
Rage. You becoming Borg?
I am becoming Borg.
Big and large at the same time. Borg.
Alright, and as I have become Borg, I am going to,
That's Borg with an
attack.
E, by the way.
Yes. I am going, my elemental cleaver type this time. I don't want it to be loud this time, because I feel like that created some of our problems the day before yesterday.
You don't say!
Instead, yeah, exactly. So instead, I'm gonna pick the thing that might chase them away a little more easily, and my sword is going to become a pillar of flame. Instead, we're going with fire damage this time.
That's great.
And-
There's a constant layer of steam coming off of your sword now as the rain is hitting it.
Yes, that was the other effect I wanted. Beautiful. And I will slash, and you know what? We're gonna try adding Great Weapon Master here.
Go
and
for
I
it.
am
Roll
going
the
to attack
attack.
recklessly. No.
Wow, no.
That's an 8. Let's try that again. 18.
Okay, 18 does in fact hit, yes.
Excellent.
Second attack hits.
33 damage.
God damn, son.
And I'm going to desire to scream at it, but again, in the same strain of I don't want to make that much noise like I did yesterday, I will restrain myself. Exactly.
Yeah, since we don't want further problems. Is that your turn?
Yep, that's what I got.
All right. It is going to, at the end of your turn, use its legendary action to wing attack. I need you and Judge to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Excellent.
Dex saves.
Dex.
Not me.
Cool.
Not plus 5. 17.
So you are fine, Conroy. Judge, however, you are knocked prone on the ground, and you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage. And it will fly up about 20 feet and over, because it still wants the shiny rock, but now these things are becoming problems. You're gonna fly.
Like to attack as it flies away.
Yeah, go for it. Roll your attack.
There. Not advantage. Not great weapon master. Just regular attack roll. Oh.
Oh no. Natural 20 does in fact hit.
Okay, so I want this to die, and I want to test my shiny new toy. So I'm going to... actually, wait a minute. Let me read it, because I might not be able to do it this turn. Does it require my reaction to invoke it? It does not. Excellent. So I'm gonna add 4d12 to this.
Yeah.
Alright, and then did I add brutal critical? I did. Alright, everybody ready?
Fuck. My god.
Big
That's a
numbers.
lot.
That's once a long rest. And I spent
It's dead.
4 hit dice to do it. Excellent. Die, motherfucker!
Oh god, I can't even. Hold on. Like,
I don't need to do math at that.
76.
thank you.
There we go. It's just dead. Yeah, cannot do that again until next dawn, so there you go.
Correct.
Yeah, it doesn't say that you have to use your reaction to invoke it.
Yeah.
Nice. Samuel! This creature is currently flying in the air with your friend.
Yeah, stop that. I'm gonna do a wizard thing. I'm going to point my finger at it. And I'm gonna put a little green beam under its stomach.
Oh, you're gonna fucking use Disintegrate at this thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to.
Oh.
Yes.
Cool, it needs to make a dex save, doesn't it?
Yes.
What's your DC?
19.
Josh, I fucked up. I
Oh?
did misread part of it. It's not a number of your unspent hit dice, it's one of your unspent hit dice. So we need to take off a whole bunch of that. It might still be alive. I'm so sorry.
If this attack hits, you can also spend any and roll any number of your unspent hit dice and add the total roll to the weapon's damage.
It is. He just said it's any.
Okay.
That's what the 5e tools listing says. Unless somebody has the book, Big Beast Presents Glory of the Giants, it is on page 111 if you do.
I don't have
Otherwise,
that book. Okay.
I'm going to go with this and say it is any, so I will take
Works
that.
for me. Alright, never mind.
So you're using Disintegrate on this creature. Roll the Disintegrate for me, please.
Oh!
That's a really good Disintegrate.
Zap.
It is not dead, however.
A bird.
Yeah, but it fucking hurt, I bet.
It's looking pretty naked right now, yeah.
Some parts of it are black. Which is really interesting that it's force damage, not necrotic. But
Well, no, it's force
Alright.
damage because it's disintegrating things. That being said, is that your turn, sir?
yes. As soon as
Cool.
I just move to the other side of the tree from it.
Cool. At the end of your turn, it is going to use its legendary action. It has one legendary action, and it makes its wing attack. The only person who can get hit by this is Kite.
Do it. Do it. Fucking
So
damage me.
roll a dexterity saving throw.
Let's see.
Grapple doesn't impose disadvantage on dex saves, if I recall correctly. Not that it matters.
I'm trying to remember if I get. I feel like I get.
Your own aura. So.
Yeah. So that's plus 5. So 13.
Yeah, you still fail. So you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage. He is not letting go of you, though.
Hellish Rebuke, bitch. I forgot to do it when he picked me up.
Grapple does not restrained gives her disadvantage.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the grapple says the creature.
No, it's fine. You're using Hellish Rebuke. Does he just automatically take damage from that? Or does he have to roll?
Save.
It's half
dex
damage
save.
on a success.
It's half damage
Half
on a
as
success?
Half, yeah.
It dies.
76.
It had 1 HP. Yeah.
She just falls.
And you fall 40 feet, so 46 points of damage. You take an additional 20 points of bludgeoning as you land into the ground and put a very small, soft indent into this ground.
Worth it.
Damn it, I had this whole thing planned I was gonna
Dude.
do.
Don't worry, I had a fun little thing I was gonna do too.
Oh, you're
Sorry.
so cute. You guys are adorable.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
The DM went, this is taking too long. Hold on.
The rest of them are now flying in close range. Let me go ahead and roll some initiatives for these boys. As they are now down to about 40 feet away from the ground, all 4 of them in these positions. I'm just going to go ahead and put the little wings icons.
Yes.
As now...
Big fucking birds!
Now the rest of them are interested. Let's go ahead, and we are still on Opal, so I need to get back to Opal. Kite, that's your turn. Opal!
That's not even my turn, bitch. She goes first. That was my reaction.
Yeah, I have more dex than her.
Opal!
Fuck, they're not close enough. Damn it.
They're 40 feet in the air.
You can come stand next to your exposed wizard.
You're fine.
And you're
in
exposed
a tree. All right, fine. Let
You're
me
in the
go.
middle. There's
Okay, shut up. I will go. I guess I'll go on this side. Since nobody's there, where was I here? Yeah, 20 feet.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do I want to use that? No, I'll wait for that one. Okay, I'm just gonna, for now, until they get closer, I'm gonna just use the dodge action.
Sounds good. Kite!
Like, I have this
You
idea, but they have to
spend
be
half your
closer.
movement to get up from the prone position because you fell, 40 feet.
Worth. I'm going to cast I'm gonna cast Aura of Vitality on myself.
Nice. I like this choice. What's the radius of the aura?
30 feet.
30 feet. Boom.
In order
me like
vitality
the
does what?
auras.
And then
That's
I'm
the
gonna
healing
move
one.
10.
Okay.
Oh, healing?
Yeah. 10 feet over to get a couple more people in it. And then bonus action.
You might as well heal yourself right away.
That's what I'm thinking. Aura Vitality on myself as my bonus action.
Go for it.
Do I have just a button I can press for that? No.
Well, how much does aura vitality heal?
It's 2d6.
2d6, yep.
Yeah, so feel free to use the little dice roller thing that's on the left bar there. Boom, easy.
Let's go!
10 points of healing. Easy,
What's
easy.
the aura if we're close to Kite?
The radius of her, personal auras, I think is still 10 feet.
Yeah, it's 5 for the movement boost, 10 for saving throws,
And this one's 30.
What is it, like advantage or something, or?
the saving throws is you get to add my charisma modifier.
It's just like
And there's-
Kinori's from last campaign.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, there's other stuff of like can't be frightened, blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right, that is your turn. This guy, is going to go ahead and swoop down, use 40 points of its fly speed, and make a diving attack at Opal. That's
Use the
bite.
dodge action, bitch.
It is disadvantage. This is correct. The lower one is a 20.
That just meets me.
All right, fantastic. It does an additional 3d8's worth of damage on that. So let me roll those real quick. Okay, so you take 28 points of slashing damage and are grappled by the creature.
Oh. No.
Ow. You know what? I was thinking about using my ghost form too. I should have.
And it is going to use its bonus action to dash, flying back up 30 feet and over 30 feet with you in its mouth. Congratulations, you're over here now.
Of course.
Judge!
Huh. Alright. Well, first I'm going to stand up. 15 to get here. And I think... Actually, hold on. If I stand here...
Oh boy, what are we doing?
So many arrows.
I was gonna say, we're firing lasers.
Like a starts pew 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 pew.
I do like how everyone's like color choices are very colorful.
I want to ask...
Uh-huh.
The command spell
Yes.
says... The command spell when I upcast lets me target additional creatures. My
Mhm.
question is, can I give different commands to different creatures?
No. It is one command word. You speak one word. You can cast it on multiple creatures, but it is one word that you are allowed to speak.
I think it also fails if the creature doesn't understand your language as well.
Is that the case with command?
The spell has no effect if the target is undead if it doesn't understand your language, or if your command is directly harmful to it.
Oh, well then no, I wouldn't even consider that. Okay, I'll just do the original plan then. Although that makes it way harder because it went so far away.
It's okay.
All right.
It's okay. Don't worry about me.
You know what? I am instead going to target these two
Okay.
with a fifth level banishment.
Oh! They need to make
Just like
charisma
that.
saves. Okay. What's your DC?
19.
Okay. This one over here is banished. This one natural 20'd.
Damn.
For a total 17. But it is still a natural 20.
Son of a bitch.
They are still just animals.
Alright. I don't think I have a bonus action at the moment. So that's it for now.
All right.
All right, my
Come
turn.
here.
Step up about 10 feet.
Okay.
Remember that thing Sam did? I'm
You-
gonna do it.
You're
Except I'm making
also
it
going to
ice.
disintegrate.
Except I'm making it ice.
Okay.
And I get that for free
Transmuting
because
disintegrate to ice. On what creature?
it's the one carrying our friend Opal.
Okay, cool. What's your DC?
Uh,
18.
Oh.
Oh, okay, yeah. It does not.
my.
It does not dodge the disintegrate. So, because we changed this to ice, I'm going to flavor this really interestingly. It turns into a cloud of snow. Just a giant, like, solid mass of snow that immediately falls to the ground.
Which one did he hit?
The one carrying her. Now, here's the fun part of this. Because it is solid, this ice, it gives her the chance. So I'm going to say, Opal, make a dexterity saving throw. 11. Okay, no. You are not able to go ahead and try any way to pull yourself up and over, slow yourself in a way that could get over the snow and land into the snow. Instead, you land to the ground just straight. Now, however, you are a monk.
Mm-hmm.
And you have this whole thing where you take less falling damage.
Yeah, I do.
So if you could please read me that. You have slow fall. You can use your reaction to reduce any falling damage you take may amount equal to 5 times your monk level, which is 60. Are you using your reaction?
Well, here's the thing. Because I also have evasion. So does that count
No.
towards evasion?
No, I would
No.
just use it.
Evasion only works when you are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw. This dexterity saving throw is separate. This, normally you would just have been taking 3d6 falling damage.
Okay.
I
Then
would
yeah,
just-
I would have taken my reaction. I was
Yeah.
kind of saving.
You
it
just
for
take
the
your
summer.
reaction, you fall ever so slightly slower by poofing your body out and utilizing whatever monk shit you've got, and you land into that pile of snow. Unharmed, undamaged.
Let's go. Did I use all of like the six? Oh wait, no.
No.
It's technically, it just uses the 60 feet. Okay, I'm thinking differently. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's not how that works.
Okay.
You would have only taken 9 points of bludgeoning damage anyway, so.
No, she would take a none.
No, I'm saying,
Snowfall,
that's what I'm saying, if she didn't have slow fall.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
is that your turn, Com, here?
You know what? Yeah.
Fair enough. Back to the top of the turn order, because this guy needs to make a charisma save, and boy, oh boy, do I not think it... Yeah, that's a 4. So that one doesn't save. He is still banished. In fact, actually, no, it doesn't even make saving throws for banishment, does it? No, it's just banished. It's this guy's turn. They are not smart. They like shiny thing. They will fly over and dive and attack shiny thing. Dive attack. That's a natural 20.
I will reaction warding flare.
Warding flare does
Reroll.
Reroll, thank you. That is a 23. Not a natural 20, but a 23. On Kite.
23 hits.
All right. It is a diving attack, so you do take an additional 3d8's worth of damage here. That was not anywhere near as good as the last one. You take 18 points of slashing damage and are grappled, as they are constantly making that choice. It is going to bonus action fly, because staying near the ground has not been safe for it. It is going to go the full just 60 feet of its fly speed straight up. So you are now 60 feet off the ground, and that is its turn. Conroy!
Neither of these are on the ground now, right?
Nope, this one is 40 feet, this one is 60 feet.
Yeah. So, and this feature states that it only works with melee attacks, right? It's just melee attack. Melee weapon attack rolls. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we are going to get as close as I can to some of these boibs, and would you say if I was able to get edge to edge with its token, that with it being 60 feet up, I'd be 60 feet away, or would it be just outside of it? Would you say?
I'll allow it.
Okay, so I am going to use all of my movement to get here. And, well, There's nothing else to do except for me to throw this great sword, which has a 20-60 throw range now because of elemental cleaver. So I'm going to be attacking with disadvantage. I am not using Great Weapon Master, and we are throwing the great sword.
11 does
Probably
not
not.
hit. What was the con save for, Kite?
I'm concentrating on the aura.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
What about second attack? 20
Oh my
hits.
god, 20 hits.
Yeah.
First attack goes up, it misses, and you just reach your hand back, and it just like straight back to your hand. You just pull back and chuck it again. This one
Yes.
does hit.
And that is 25 fire damage.
25 points of fire damage. Is that your turn?
That's what I
sir?
got. Yep.
Fantastic, because at the with your turn done, this one over here is gonna use its 60 feet to dive straight over to here and make a diving bite attack against you, Mr. Conroy.
Bring it on.
26.
Yes.
All right. It is. Let's find out. Is it stupid? It's really stupid. So here we go. You take 9 plus that is 22 points of slashing damage, reduced to 11 because you are raging. And it is indeed going to grapple you because it's stupid as
Yes!
fuck. And it's going to grapple you.
Let's
Pulls
go.
you in because it does have a 10-foot reach, but it's going to pull you in. He's going to use his Petrosaur agility and dash to fly 10 or 60 feet straight up in the air because it is taking with its friend the lessons that it has learned. Samuel!
You know, friend, you really don't want to do that. Hey, guys.
Which do either of these creatures look weak?
Neither of them are showing damage yet.
Okay.
You've decided to start these fights by disintegrating 2 of these creatures.
Good. You know what the really fun thing about this is?
What?
I'm gonna pull out my battery. I'm gonna giggle.
No.
I'm going to point at another thing. The north one. And I'm gonna pull all 9 charges out of it.
And what are you gonna use?
Disintegrate.
Why?
9th level disintegrate on the one holding kite. Great.
Yeah.
What's your DC? 19.
98.
So it disintegrates and drops kite 60 feet.
Yeah.
66,
go.
you take 21 points of bludgeoning damage and land prone on the ground.
So the MVP of this fight, damage-wise, has been the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Basically.
Please roll a concentration check for me.
Oh right.
You're still got your vitality going. Well done.
Cool.
That's twice you've been dropped.
It's fine. Is that your turn,
Better than
Samuel?
Dinner.
Eh,
I'm just starting to show damage.
Samuel, is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm a wizard. I don't have bonus actions. I'll go step over here.
Cool. End of your turn. This one's going to use its legendary action. It could do one thing. Conroy, you're the only one in local area to do this to. So wing attack as it beats its wings and hits you with vicious gusts of wind.
19.
19. You don't take any damage. It's mostly just doing this so that way it can use the second half of this. Can then fly up to half of its flying speed. It is now flying an additional 30 feet straight up. It is terrified and wants to get away from you guys. It is now 90 feet in the air.
You just ruined my idea again.
Well, you're
Fine
welcome.
now.
Opal, it's your turn.
I
Flying
can't
creatures
do
are fun.
I can't do it now because he's too far away.
Can you
God
just throw
damn
something at it?
No, I'm melee. What the fuck am I gonna hit him with?
I don't know. Then we should have. Then we should have fought the T-Rex.
Hold on, let me think.
Do
Let me
you
think,
really?
let me think, let me
Do you
think.
really want to fight the T-Rex?
Not
should
even
give
a
you-
little bit, but
We should give you a short bow.
Hold on, let me think real quick, because I might still be able to do it. How far is he in the air now?
90. I will say,
Could you run
these
straight up the
trees-
tree?
Hold on, let me think.
Straight up the tree.
those
She's a
trees
fucking monk.
are
Let me think.
functionally 15 feet tall.
Okay, if Josh allows this, I might be able to reach it.
What are we doing?
If you, okay, hear me out. So I have 50 feet, right?
Uh-huh.
So it'll take me that just to get like 45, I'll say, just to get there.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I want to spend a key point to do Step of the Wind. In doing so, it says I could disengage or dash as a bonus action, and my jump distance is doubled for the turn. Now, in doing Step of the Wind, I can use my wings unfurled from my Way of the Dragon, which gives me the wings to fly up. So my question is, if it's letting me double my jump distance, can I technically jump with the wings to reach where he is?
Well, hold on. Show me wings unfurled. It says you just get wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I
Step
use
the
Step
wind,
of the
unfurled
Wind.
draconic wings advantage at the end of turn. While these wings assist, you have a flying speed equal to your walking speed. You don't even need to jump. You're flying now.
Right, but to reach where he is, he's 90 feet in the air, and it's saying my jump is doubled. So if I jump technically 100 feet now with the wings, could I reach him essentially? Is what I'm trying to say. Because he's 90 feet
Your jump
in the
distance
air.
isn't equal to your speed.
Yeah, the jump distance. So your jumps can't forcibly exceed your base movement.
Because I'm trying to use Step of the Wind. It's saying your jump distance is doubled for the turn.
Okay, but there's a whole set of rules on what your jump distance is.
Yeah. So like broadly, Tally, you can't jump at the end of your movement to go farther than your movement would allow. So regardless of what your jump distance is, the maximum you can move is still your movement. Period. However, you can, since you're using Step of the Wind, take the dash action as a bonus action. You have 50 movement speed baseline, right?
Yeah.
You have 100 feet of movement. Way of the Ascendant Dragon makes that 100 feet a fly speed.
Yeah. You could just go from where you are and fly, like at an angle up to him.
Yeah. So, a squared plus b squared equals c squared says that you are presently 100.6 feet away from this thing. So you could literally fly up 90 feet in the air next to it in a straight line, and you would have just enough movement to do that. So you would be 90 feet up right next to it.
And just punch it.
With your
That's
action.
what I
and
was
could
trying
punch
to
it.
do. To
Yeah,
get
you've
to it
still-
to punch it.
Yep, you could still do that. You have the
Okay.
movement.
Yeah, you have the movement.
Okay, because that was my main concern, is making sure I had enough movement for
Yeah.
it.
You do. Yep.
Okay. Then that's what I'm gonna do, basically. If that's the
Yeah,
case.
you can go up, you can get up there, you use your bonus action key, Step of the Wind, to get there. And now you still have your action. And you are flying,
it.
so you can make both these attacks without issue.
Oh, I'm hitting it.
Go ahead and roll your attacks. 24 does indeed hit. That's 6 points of damage. 17 does hit. For an additional 8 points of damage.
Can I... Hold on. I gotta find it. Can I do, spend a key point to do another unarmed strike?
Doesn't that require
No.
your bonus action?
Yeah, you use your bonus action to do that, so no.
As an action.
Right.
No.
Your action was to punch.
Right. If you spend
Yeah,
one
if you're
key
saying
point or
immediately
more
after you
as
attack
part
your
of
attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 key to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Oh, see, I was reading this one.
Yeah,
make
bonus
one
action.
attack with an arm strike or monk weapon as a bonus action before the end of the turn.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I was reading the first part. My bad.
Yeah, that's the standard feature of it. And you
Okay,
want to
I
stun it? That's the real question.
I think that's all I can do though.
You can try to stun it.
Stunning strike, yeah.
Try to-
You can use a
Okay,
key
yeah,
point to
I'll-
attempt a stunning
I'll-
strike. Must succeed on a Constitution saving throw against your key DC.
Yes, which is I think is 17.
All right, Constitution saving throw against your key DC, which we said at 7. It is not. It is stunned.
Yay!
Now, stunned does not mean that it just falls out of the sky. It cannot move, but it does not just fall out of the sky. It is still up there. But is that your turn?
Yeah, I think that's everything, and I know the wings go away now.
Yep, you fall 90 feet straight down.
Grab her. Actually, you know what? No. She's
She-
fine.
You're grappled at the
literally-
moment.
She's
She
a monk.
literally cannot take damage.
She's a monk. She can just like decide to not fall quickly.
Well, the slow fall is a reaction though, so.
Correct.
Which you
Which
have.
you
you get
just got
back on
back
your
from
turn.
on your turn, yeah. So, Slash,
Okay, I thought
roll
I could-
just to find out.
I thought I couldn't
9d6.
take a reaction on my turn.
No, you can.
You can.
No, you can take reaction whenever.
Yeah, it's only
Only
24
one
points of
person.
damage, so yeah, you use your reaction to not take any damage. You land on the ground.
Yep.
No
No,
problem.
she physically cannot unless she falls over 100 feet, and even then, it's unlikely.
Yep. Kite, you are prone on the ground. You go ahead and spend half your movement to stand up.
I'm glad I got to do all that.
This creature is stunned. Attack rolls against it have advantage. Not that anybody around here is capable of doing that.
I'm gonna move slightly closer over here.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna aim up and guiding bolt at it.
Fair enough. Roll your attack with advantage because it is stunned.
Advantage, guiding bolt. I'm casting this at second level. I don't think it did it.
Oh, when you roll the damage, it asks you.
Okay.
So 24 hits. Go ahead and roll the damage. Yeah. Anytime that a spell is upcastable but requires an attack roll, it will roll the attack first and then give you the chance to higher level cast it when you roll the damage.
Okay.
So 17 points of radiant damage as it takes that damage and is still just kind of flying there, but yeah, it's stunned. It can't do anything. Is that your turn?
Bonus action. I'm going to heal Conroy up there.
I'm too high.
You are too high. Your
Oh, right.
aura is only 30 feet. He is 90 feet up. But you can heal the only other person here who's actually taken damage, which is Opal.
I'm gonna heal
I haven't
myself.
taken damage.
I think it's me. Yeah.
You took damage once when you got picked up. You took like 20 something.
Yeah, did damage to you when you got bit. Yeah, heal yourself.
Oh, that's right.
6
I do
points
have-
healing.
I keep looking at my character sheet and it's not registering for some reason.
That's weird because your tokens should be.
You have to change it on your token, and it'll update on your sheet.
Yeah, I thought I
It
had done that
should
for
work.
her. We said your HP was 76, correct?
Yeah, I have that. I have it, like, everything was fine on my token. It's just my character sheet.
Has it updated on your character sheet now?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, I thought I had fixed everybody's tokens to where your green bar is your HP attribute, so it should be updating both on your token and in your character sheet.
Yeah.
So, all right. Judge.
Okay, I'm gonna just kind of walk up over here 30 feet, 5, 10. 30 feet gets me there. I'm just gonna casually like slide over my light crossbow over to Opal. Just be like, use that in the future. And then I'm going to cast a 3rd level Scorching Ray, which is 4 rays, all at advantage because it's still stunned.
Yes, it is. Go ahead and roll them.
Ray, 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 ray.
All 4 of those hit.
Ooh.
6, 18,
Wow.
6, 8. Who do we appreciate?
24,
Masters.
35, 33 points of fire damage. It is still up there. Is that your turn, Mr. Judge?
I do not appreciate these things' candor.
Come here.
So, I'm just gonna casually walk up 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And we're casting Fireball. I'm casting it behind so I don't hit Conroy. I can target. It's 150 feet. I can do that, and I'm quickening it.
I will say, if you are targeting any part of this creature by the nature of it being Conroy being in this thing's mouth at the moment, you're still gonna hit Conroy.
Okay, then I'm not gonna quicken it, but I am going to careful it.
Sure. It needs to make a dex save. It cannot
It fails
save.
a death save, yep.
Yeah. Remember that. Automatically fails dex saves. So, yeah.
30 reduced to 18.
And I'm re-rolling,
Yeah, 32 reduced to 18. You don't have to, well, yeah, I mean, if you want to re-roll, what are you re-rolling?
No, wait.
Well, no, if I don't...
Oh, no, it's saying he doesn't have to roll for his save because he automatically saves.
Okay.
Are you re-rolling
It's
your damage,
It's
or
in the one.
just re-rolling the one?
The 1 and the 3 2s.
Gotcha, let's do it.
It's a -7 to 21 plus 13 to 34 plus the 8 is 42.
How much? 42?
Yep.
Alright. This one is dead. You take 21 points of fire damage because it's reduced, and
Yep.
fall
Here I come.
90 feet. Slash roll 9d6. You take
He does-
30 reduced to 15 bludgeoning damage.
Does falling on a bush give him any less buffer?
No. Arguably, I should have him take more damage from slashing as he falls through the bush.
I'm just gonna thematically like slash through the tree as coming down.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
By the way, add to the counter. That's more self-damage I've put on this group.
Yep.
Is that really necessary?
Well, you're down, right?
I feel like we could have accomplished that effect without.
So, technically there is one more creature.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Where?
Let's dodge before that creature comes back.
I would say, we have two options. We can either leave and let this thing live, or you could all, I guess, rally around killing the bird.
Do you think these things are smart enough to notify others?
I
They
mean,
return with another flock.
they screamed, and we got more of them around. I don't want to take a risk. Let's go.
I'm still of the belief that these things are just animals, and when presented with the fact that they are no longer predators and they are in fact prey creatures, they'll leave.
Except that one doesn't. I think the one that we got rid of doesn't realize that. The rest of
We're
them
gonna
pack
find
us
out
up.
real quick.
We can walk away.
Okay, yeah, I'm
Fine.
cool with that. Ready to walk away, guys?
Sure.
Let's go. Walks away.
Yeah, we're
As-
going.
As we're walking away, because I still technically have a couple rounds of my aura left, can I
8
just
more,
be
right?
like, yeah, I got 8 more. Can I just be like, you get a heal, and you get a heal, and I get
Yeah,
another
I'll take
heal,
it.
and
I'm fine with this. You got 8 more of them. And you guys are
I-
definitely
really-
capable of doing this. So
And -47, so definitely.
I'm only
Okay.
down 13.
Oh.
I'm down 30.
I'm
20,
focusing
20, sorry.
on. I'm focusing on Opal, Conroy, and me. That's the 3 I feel like got hurt the most.
Alright.
First
who's this going to?
Yeah, who gets what?
that Opal.
I'll be back in a minute.
Second one, Conroy. Third one, me. So +7. Let me write that down.
Oh, I can just do it for you.
What?
I added the +7 for you.
Oh, thank you. Second round.
Opal.
Opal. Second round, Conroy.
I'm good.
Second round, me.
I'm good.
10 points for you. I got you. Yeah, now it's just you and Conroy.
There's two
there
left.
are 2 left, so 1 for each of us.
Yep, Conroy.
Yeah.
Let's go. Me. Let's go. I'm fine with that.
All right, there we go. And we all leave and head into the jungle again.
Did you add the last one on my sheet? I don't know what
Yeah,
you
+4.
added.
I brought you to 91.
Okay.
So, we return back to our primary map and continue on our journey. Had that.
And I'm back.
Hooray.
So we
And
get
bird.
closer to the end of your day's trek. I will say the walk is not enough. Like, if you're maintaining walking throughout the day, the small rests you would take while walking would be like short little 10-15 minute rests. Unfortunately, do not function as a short rest. You guys can choose to stop and take a short rest if you're so inclined.
Nah. Don't need to.
All right. As you get closer to the end of the day, and you guys are actually probably only about 1 day's trek away from the ruins at this point. Fizzletoss goes ahead and kind of opens up with something. He's like, just so you guys know, I don't know if these are associated with the ruins or not, but we found pretty close to here a bit of a strange lake. We don't know if the lake has any connections to any other forms of water nearby. We assume so because it seems to have fish in it. The thing that makes it strange is the stuff around it. The rock around it, because there's no soil or dirt going on the sidelines of this lake. It's just kind of carved into rock, it almost looks like. It's very similar to like basalt columns, you know, those things, the like little hexagon rocks. It's like that shit, and it's just in the center of this like basalt deposit. I'm not certain if that has anything to do with the ruins at all, but it's there. You guys want to take a look at it?
Sure.
You said
not?
there's fish.
There are fish in it. Yep.
Dangerous fish.
I could use a fish dinner.
I don't know. Could be dangerous fish. I mean, I just generally assume anywhere around here is dangerous. Welcome to the new world. But yeah, fish.
Fish.
Shall we subject ourselves to fish?
Fish.
I guess we can try.
Fish is a version of meat. Conroy is interested.
Correct.
Fish? Fish is a meat?
Yes. It has just a little bit of Ilkon in him, yeah.
Let us go to fish.
Fish.
Lake. Interesting lake.
Yes.
Yeah. You guys kind of head off a little bit. It's about an hour away from your kind of direction, but it's not terribly long of a walk, that's considered. And it brings you to, yes, what is honestly a very strange phenomenon. The jungle has kind of started fading away here. You're at the edge of that jungle space, and the mountains are now very close and very visible. And then all of a sudden, the soil and dirt and grass and moss and all of the life that has been around you just gives way to a large deposit of basalt stone. Dark gray, almost black, almost volcanic looking, but not quite. As it brings you closer to the side of the lake, and you guys are certainly free to get in closer. Bring it up to the water there, which is a nice, pristine, deep blue. And you can see there are fish swimming around here. I'd be glad to bring you to
Oh, yes.
a map.
It's a lot of water. Just gonna make the assumption we're on the top.
Yeah.
This is a really weird place. What kind of fish? What kind of looking fish? Are in
Yeah,
this
from
lake?
what you can see, kind of swimming around in this lake are just like normal looking fish. Some moderately. They're all freshwater. You can kind of tell that the water here is not briny or brackish. It is freshwater. It is not clear per se. It's not like murky. It's not like it has algae or things in it that are making it difficult to see through. It's just that light doesn't seem to penetrate deep into this water. Whether it's a nature of the stone around it that doesn't reflect light as well, or what have you, but you can really only see very well through this water for maybe the first 5 feet or so.
These are indeed peculiar rocks.
Can
Quite
I
fascinating.
do detect evil and good real quick on this area?
Yeah. That's not your divine sense, it's something different, correct?
Correct.
It's a spell.
It's a spell.
Yeah, detect evil and good. If there are any aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, if you know there is a place that is magically consecrated or desecrated as through the consecration spell or hallowed spell, spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. Yeah, you go ahead and use that. You don't sense anything of the like, anything evil or anything extraplanar within your radius.
All right. So what I'm gonna do first,
Mhm.
is there like any just small pebbles or something around here?
Shockingly, no. It is just this sharp cut basalt stone. You
Do
can
I think
chisel
that-
part of the stone off if you are so inclined.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then
Yeah,
gonna
go
cast
ahead and give
light
me a
on it.
strength check.
strength check.
Yeah.
Do I think that any of these would make good skipping stones with enough strength?
3.
Yeah, you try and chisel away at it with what small tools or implements you have to hand. The stone does not break. You kind of like
All
feel
right.
your arm just reverberate. You're like, fuck.
I sigh. I'm like, fine. I go quickly grab something from the bag of holding, like just a gold piece.
Yeah.
Cast a light spell on it, and I kind of toss it in so I can see how far down this goes and see.
Yeah. What's the light is just normal torch radius, right? It's 20/20.
20/20.
Yep, 20 dim, 20 bright, or 20 bright, 20 dim. It goes down and it illuminates the space around it. You see a number of fish kind of come up close to it and start poking around it and looking at it. It goes down for a little ways. And a little ways further. And a little ways further. And you see some of the fish are following it until at one moment they all scatter and a shape kind of goes over the light for a moment. And the coin drifts off to one side. Before eventually falling to the point where the light can no longer pass and penetrate through the water. This is very deep.
I don't know about you guys, but I think we shouldn't stay by this water too long. I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, it's...
Do any of these rocks look like they'd make good skipping stones?
You imagine they would make a very large skipping stone if you could pry off the top,
Some of
like
the
maybe,
basalt?
some of the basalt off
Yeah.
the top there, yeah.
Yeah,
If you could
Can I-
chisel
can I-
it, break
can
it,
I
to
try to
pry it
do that?
off. I mean, go ahead and make a strength check with whatever tools you have to hand. You are certainly more equipped with tools than the rest of the party.
Right, and we go with a strength. Oh, that's saving throw. Wow, nat 2. That's not happening. This is stuck on there real hard, guys.
Yeah. You also get a sense, because you are more comfortable with working with stone and metals and whatnot. This does not appear to be traditional basalt. This is harder.
It's also really, really thick for this kind of rock.
It's taking out her water skin and just starting to fill it.
Yeah. I mean, certainly you would probably test the water first, and it tastes just fine. It actually tastes almost, probably some of the nicest water you've had. It's very fresh, almost spring water.
Guys, why do I hear boss music?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fine.
Anyways, seems pretty nice. Anyways, time to take out the fishing rod.
You have a fishing rod.
No, I don't actually have a fishing rod. Did anybody bring a fishing rod?
I have a miner's pick.
Oh, look at Fizzletown. Did you bring a fishing rod?
This doesn't act as a fishing rod, but you can use it as a spear. Hold on. He turns and moves the crank a bit, and the two, spinning blades that he kind of pulled out before that were like a weed whacker thing slam into each other. It just forms one large individual blade. It's like, so if you want to go spear yourself a fish, feel free.
Sure. And I will take the preferred spear, and I will definitely attempt to spear myself a fish.
Okay. Are we just staying by the water's edge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stand by the water's edge, look to kind of see where fish are moving about and gathering near the surface, and try to take my opportunity. Spear one.
Yeah.
Guidance.
With a 14 on the D100 there, none of the fish are really coming close to the edge. If you want, you can attempt to lure them closer. You did see the light cantrip trick did seem to lure them closer, and you do know about using light with fishing to kind of lure some fish close, if you wanted to try that.
I reach over, cast light on the tip of the spear.
Yeah, the blade illuminates. Some fish do come closer, so...
Because I realized I didn't do it earlier today, I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Yeah, fair enough.
And activate my... Yeah, and make sure I activate that shield of mine. The ward, yeah.
So yeah, Conroy, go ahead and roll. It's just going to be... I'm going to make this just an attack. You know, attack with a weapon with which you are proficient. Non-magical.
Let's go. I've got a javelin in my inventory, so
That'll work.
27.
27. Easy enough. You spear yourself a rather large fish. Fish that you grab out is maybe about 1.5 feet, maybe longer in length. And it's pretty girthy.
We'll have a good dinner going.
It's similar to other freshwater fish that you've seen before, but not in like small ponds or small lakes. More akin to the kind of things you would see in deeper lakes.
Okay.
I will say, actually, because you have someone who lives by the Surallan Sea, which is a freshwater sea, they are actually not all that different from the type of fish you would see there. Maybe not the exact, species and genus and species, but, similar enough. And
you're not looking at him going, what the fuck is this thing with 3 heads?
Exactly. And I will say, if you're just using this light to fish with, you can certainly get yourself maybe 1 or 2 fish.
I'm gonna go back to something I would have done as a kid once I figured out this whole, spellcasting thing. Because I know sometimes you can do stuff like stun fish with electricity. I'm gonna firebolt transmute it into lightning.
Firebolt?
Into the water. Firebolt transmute it into lightning to maybe shock a few of these fish to the surface.
Oh,
give them
sure.
a flow.
Yeah, why not? Where are we aiming this bolt? Just nearby or off the side of the water a little bit, or?
Yeah, just wherever Conroy's doing the pickaxe thing,
gathering
and there's a few fish, gathering the fish, just right there.
Yeah, a couple fish rise to the surface. You grab a couple more. It's after that you once again see something dark move just at the edge of light, just rush past where you're currently at.
Something very large inside there.
I think we should probably get away from this.
That's why I'm standing 25 feet from the water. You guys have fun up there.
I mean, okay, so these 3 fish will feed probably what, most of us at this point, or some of us.
Be a good enough meal, in addition to your rations.
Nice little supplement.
Yeah.
A little meat supplement to your meal.
Yeah, I think at this point, I don't like what's in there.
I can summon if we give me 10 minutes, I can summon a familiar and throw it in the water and see what we can find.
I mean, do we need to really find more things in the water? We have fish.
I can make an octopus. I can make a fish.
Well, I
I
think
can make a seahorse.
I think the question is, as I remember, part of this was, yes, we were coming here to look for
Crab?
fish or whatever, but the other part was, we're not entirely certain if this has anything to do with the ruins or not. If you guys wanted to try and explore or, figure this out.
Me like scouting.
I mean,
Idea.
It's up to you.
Can I perceive along like the continued like shore here? Just like glance the perimeter around just slowly and see if anything's different. Like as it goes around the lake.
You can actually see pretty clear across this lake. This lake is a fairly decent size. It's about I want to say it's about the size of Lake Mineola, but like nobody knows the size of Lake Mineola, so very quickly.
I mean, I've been to Claremont.
It's a big fucking lake is what it is.
It's a pretty decent sized lake. How many? Yeah, Lake Mineola is about 1,890 acres. So whatever you want to say that is across. But you can actually see fairly all the way around it. While there does seem to be some mild variation, natural variation in the rock, all the way around it there's no other structures, nothing standing up or out from it. It's just this large basalt deposit with water in the center. So what are we doing?
I would imagine if there was anything under the water's surface, it would take far too long to explore. It's not what we're here for.
Oh, I will also say these like small amounts of rocks that are here seem to only extend about this distance from the shoreline all the way around. There aren't any rocks or anything in the center.
He was gonna do the thing with the
fish,
octopus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can look pretty quick, right?
Give me 10 minutes and I can zone into it.
You can start that.
It'll
We'll
take me
back
longer
up.
than that to cook the fish.
I shall cook the fish.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. You can go ahead and spend 10 minutes. Ritual casting Find Familiar. You eventually create for yourself what?
I will cast, or I will get a octopus.
Octopus, absolutely.
Actually, you know what? No, I want to blend in. It's going to be a fish.
It's going to be a fish, just a standard freshwater fish.
It says quipper, but
Works for me.
fish.
Yeah. You create for yourself a fish, dump it into the water. And you're going to have it look around? I'm assuming
Yep.
using your sight through its sight?
Yes,
All right.
very much so. Yes.
Go ahead and have the quipper make a perception check.
I have to find a token for it, or I have to find the sheet for it. Hang on. This could take a second.
It's good. Take a second.
Quipper found it. It was a fucking piranha.
Sure, why not? Perception. No, yeah, I'm taking a look at it. Perception, yeah, it's a 7 to wisdom, so a -2. Three. As far as you're looking around, it looks pretty uniform underneath. You do get a kind of short, dizzying sense of vertigo as you start realizing the actual size of the awesomeness of the depth here.
Mm-hmm.
It does go very deep. How long do you have the Quipper kind of search around for?
Until my team gets annoyed with me. Because the idea right
How
now...
far would you have the Quipper go away from the shore?
Probably about 50, 60 feet, if not more. Because
Sure.
I can control up to 100. So, that.
At some point, your Quipper senses movement in the water. It turns around for a moment before it sees very massive jaws and a large body swimming towards it before it goes away. And you lose your connection.
Do I notice in those last moments what type of fish or creature it looked like?
Make for me a nature check. This will be a you nature check, not the fish. 20. This did not look like a fish. This looked more similar to the dinosaurs you've been fighting.
There's something in that water. As I
Yes,
pop my
fish.
eyes open. No, dinosaur.
I told you there was probably something in that water.
Just in the deep ends, and it seems.
Is it coming up here? Do we get to fight it?
You know,
Well,
that's
it
a
went
sword.
and got my fish. I don't quite know if it's amphibious.
How about everybody step away from the edge?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
let's start there.
I'm already cooking.
Yeah, you guys would be
over
farther
by
back
the-
away from the edge, kind of just
Yeah.
cooking, yeah.
I'm like spit roasting these fish, just like just over a fire.
Since now that you said that there's something big, I'm gonna take a look around, see if there's, from where I can stand, just see if there's any signs of something like coming onto the surface, even through the sun. Just,
Make a perception check.
can I make that with survival?
I mean, if you're just looking to see if anything's coming up to the surface, you're not attempting to
No,
track
I'm not looking to see
anything.
if there's I was looking to see if there's signs of something that has come up in the past.
Oh, yeah, make a survival check. If you're looking for tracks or anything. You do know this would be fairly difficult because the stone is fairly uniform, and even with a 15, you don't see signs of anything that has come up before.
Fish don't leave footprints.
No. But alligators do.
How do we not remember this? We're the ones in Florida.
What are we doing?
I'm cooking fish.
Are we staying by the lakeside for a while?
Might as well while we're cooking fish, and I'm gonna sit here and probably try to conjure up that octopus.
I would walk over to Conroy at some point and be like, hey,
Yes.
I just realized I have an extra shield because I kept the original one I got after I got the special one. You wanna skip it across the lake there?
You want to fling this shield
My
like a frisbee?
face lights
Yeah.
up. Oh boy, would I.
Yeah. Boy, would I?
Sure, you're going to go ahead and fling it?
Yes, and I'm gonna try and fling it so that like it starts to land on the lake, that it continues skipping across it.
Okay.
Get it out as far as I can send it.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll. Honestly, it's an athletics check because you're yeeting this thing.
You're gonna call him over and guidance him before he does it.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, thanks. All right, yeet.
31. Yeah, you just full send this thing. It goes for easily like 40, 50 feet before it even hits the water. It skips like once and goes for another like 40 feet. It skips again, it goes for another 40 feet. And as it gets down to like all the way down near the bottom of the map, all of a sudden, it flies upward in the air as this thing bites
Look what
at
you guys
it.
did.
Shush.
this massive, easily 120-foot long creature just yeets up and blasts this thing into the stratosphere before falling back down into the water.
Should we perhaps move?
That's what I saw. That's what I saw.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I think we're done.
Go outside now.
Can we fight that one?
No,
Oh.
we can't.
No.
We can't breathe underwater.
We could coax it over here.
Yeah.
I could be big and try to hold onto it so it doesn't swim back down.
I stand up and start walking out.
Yeah, I'm right behind him.
Fine. Can we at least finish cooking the fish?
I have like a full fire going. I'm already
Yeah,
roasting.
I will say, it does not come out of the water. If you guys sit by the fire that's kind of further away from the edge, you know, I'm assuming Judge would have been like thinking about it and like, okay, let's go ahead and build this fire further away from the edge so where the light from the fire doesn't spill over the side of the lake.
I would have been
And
thinking about
attract
it
it.
too. I'm caravan specialist. I would have been thinking about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So easily enough, you go ahead and do that. You guys can sit there. It will not come up out of the water. It will not come and attack you. But you are very much aware of what is in the water.
Do you think there are more?
I'm still summoning that octopus then, and I'm while he's cooking, and I just want to like lay it into the water and just kind of like let it passively just kind of float down like a piece of debris. Is how he can kind of scope out what the fuck this thing is.
Yeah. I mean, go ahead and have the octopus roll a perception check.
Perception is +2.
All right. 10. He's both attempting to float down and see if he can scope it out and looking to see. So it's probably trying not to be seen or trying not to be a disturbance. Because
It
if
has
gets
underwater
eaten-
camouflage. It has advantage on stealth checks made underwater.
Yeah, so have it make one of those.
It's a +4. I'm just gonna roll 2d20s. 23.
3.
Yeah. Go
Yeesh.
ahead and... Okay. It does not see your octopus. You do see it from time to time. Every now and again, it kind of gets into a spot where your octopus can see it before disappearing into the dark. At a certain point, does the octopus have dark vision or no?
It does.
Yes, 30 feet dark vision.
30 feet dark vision. At a certain point, that 30 feet is all your octopus can see. And at a certain
Once it starts
point-
hitting that darkness, it kind of just like lets a tentacle float over to like the wall that it's right next to and just latch on so it doesn't sink any further.
Yeah. But at a certain point, you stop seeing this creature. But the times you did see it, you can tell this is a very large creature.
Does the octopus see if these like floating segments out here, like
They're not
do
floating.
Those go,
Yeah.
yeah.
Those
That's
go
what I
all
asked.
the way down. And there are sections closer to the shore here where, like, yes, he's dropped off and it did go down for a bit. But there are some sections here and up over here especially where, like, these basalt columns do come up a little bit closer to the surface. But it's pretty damn near a sheer drop.
Wild.
Let me look at Find Familiar. It's been a while since I actually read it. Because at that point, like after a good like 30 minutes or so, I would eventually just like snap my finger and make it disappear. Let me see if there's a range on that.
I mean, you could certainly have it come close enough to do that as well
Okay.
at some point.
Yeah, it's
without
within
causing a
100
problem.
feet. I can communicate with it,
Yeah.
and then additionally as an action, make it go poof.
Yeah.
So,
Easy enough, you bring it back. You
Just
all
very-
enjoy your fish dinner.
mhm. It would do it just very, very slowly, like
Yeah.
like just extremely slow movement.
Yeah, absolutely. You all enjoy your dinner, and eventually, do you stay here by the lakeside overnight, or are you going to head away from the basalt and back into the natural land around it?
Oh no, get to the natural land.
Yeah, on the border.
Because we're not in a cave. We're just like
It's just
No.
flat
in a
stone.
base- Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, you all head back, make camp, and sleep. You have one more day's worth of travel before you reach the ruins. I need one more D12, and I've got Nick or Tannerin left to roll. Or Tally, actually, as well.
Rollies. Highest one makes it.
Or no, Tally already rolled, correct? The
I
D12?
rolled a d12.
Yeah.
Tanner, roll a d20. The highest one gets to roll the day.
It was Nick,
I think it's
Tannerin, and
Gist.
Gist was the third one.
Yeah, I was about to say, wait,
Oh, yeah.
I haven't rolled it.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a D20 as well, Gist.
Rollies. D20.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
6, 2, and a 2. Goddamn.
Whoa.
Nick, go
One
ahead and roll a
six.
D12.
Two.
Reroll. We had a 2
No.
already.
Yep.
Thank God.
5.
5.
Fuck.
That's a new one.
All right.
Actually, 2 was the one we would have wanted. That was nothing happened.
Yep.
So this is a new day, though.
This is a new day.
Yeah.
You all get your long rest. You get your spells back. All your jazz.
Rest. A new dawn has arisen.
I'm
So
I'm
once
staying on
again,
this phase.
spend.
Yeah.
By the way, I realized that I could have done something with those plants. I had blight prepped.
Yeah. Blight would have worked.
Yeah, next time.
With a 5, you will move, making your way out the edge of the forest. And now out into these kind of more barren, rocky stretches of terrain. You do see some more of the flying large bird-like creatures in the area, but they do not seem to come down and bother you. And Fizzletoss does a good job of leading you up and away out of the jungle. As you are making your way up and out, however, you do catch a glimpse of that large Tyrannosaurus Rex style creature. Kind of near the edge of the forest. Not looking at you, not watching you or anything, just kind of moving through. Came out for a little bit to sniff around before going back inside of the forest edges. A moment of what could have been had you still been inside the forest. However, you do actually make your way eventually to what they refer to as the entrance to the ruins complex. There you see small set of buildings, just really quick kind of hastily constructed buildings made of like local wood, outside of a handful of caves. And Fizzletoss kind of stretches a little bit. He's like, great. Finally made it. Welcome, guys. I'm sure it looks very much like the rest of the mountainside to you guys now. But once we get inside, there's a little bit of a caved-in section here, a little hole in the ground that you can kind of slide down on in, and that brings you right to it. I'm going to go ahead and check in with the rest of the expedition here. Yeah, see, he kind of heads off and looks kind of in the buildings there. Some people kind of standing outside, keeping watch. They see him and see you guys kind of walk up, introduce themselves, members of the expedition. They're all gnomes, with the exception of, there's one, what looks to be a mountain dwarf, and one what looks to be wood elf here. say with that, just because we have made it through the encounters that I had planned, and we've made it to our destination with some solid D12 rolls, we are actually going to call that a short end to the session.
Hey.
And we will get to the expedition here at the edge of the Ruins Complex and to the Ruins Complex itself next time. For your benefit...
Tyrannosaurus Rex of legend, sir.
Yes, for your benefit, we have first the creature in the lake. It's a Plesiosaurus. He was looking for about 350.
You know?
This guy was fun. He had a multi-attack. He could bite you. It did damage, all that jazz. Only bit twice, but it couldn't do that twice if it had someone grappled in the bite. It could only bite the one person if it had grappled. But that's where we get fun things happening. So number one, it has a slippery body. It can spend 5 feet of its movement to free itself from any non-magical restraints or grapples. It had a mangling grip. When it scores a hit against a creature it is grappling, it instead scores a critical hit.
Fun.
It has frenzied biting. Once per turn, when the Plesiosaurus misses with its bite attack, it can immediately make a second bite attack with a bonus action. And as one referred to, Watery Grave. When a Plesiosaurus has a creature grappled, it can dash, disengage, or hide as a bonus action. I'm sure you could see where I was going to go with that.
Yeah.
No water.
You just drag us down.
Yep. It had legendary actions, 3 legendary actions a turn. It could brace, where the next time the Plesiosaurus would take damage before the start of its next turn, it can instead take half damage. It had ferocity, where it can move up to its speed and make a single attack. And then it had spot and track. It can make a perception check until the end of their next turn. Each creature the Plesiosaurus detects with this ability, or with this ability check, has disadvantage on the next attack roll against the Plesiosaurus. And that was it. That's all that one was. Simple and quick. It would bite you, drag you down, and let the crushing depths of the water do the work for it. However, the one you wanted to know about was the Tyrannosaurus Rex of legend.
Just a little bit.
This sucker is a gargantuan beast.
Yes.
With a 19 AC and 23 D20 plus 138 hit points. For a total of 379 hit points. It had a 50 speed with which it could chase you. 30 in strength, 10 in dex, 22 in con, only 2 in intelligence, which went to your favor, a 21 in wisdom, and an 8 in charisma. It had a plus 17 in strength saving throws, plus 13 in its con, and proficiency in athletics, insight, and perception. Passive perception of 28. It had keen senses, with advantage on anything that requires perception checks for sight or smell. And it had a feature called Attack the Vulnerable. As a bonus action, the Tyrannosaurus can move up to its speed or jump a distance up to half its speed towards a target it can see that is dead, incapacitated, prone, restrained, stunned, or unconscious, and make a single attack against it.
So what was the name of the thing that was underwater?
Plesiosaurus.
Plesiosaurus.
That thing's a CR. If I'm looking at like the right one.
He's-
It is not the same one.
Yeah, it's.
This comes from a home rule. Yeah, this comes from a home rule book of dinosaurs that I found.
The reason being is if the way polymorph works is if I see it, I can do it. But it's based on CR. That's why I'm trying to figure out exactly if these are like, or some form of them is polymorphable later for my own edification.
Valid.
Let me see.
Like the Quetzalcoatlus or the Plesiosaurus.
Or the chunky V raptors.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Where's my... There we are. Dinosaur module. So... The Quetzalcoatlus, for your purposes... You would not get a legendary Quetzalcoatlus with this.
No.
Just get a normal
I
one.
would assume.
But it is a CR6.
Okay.
Yeah, so you could. What's its fly speed?
60.
So I am looking at the right ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, fly 60. Okay. I have it's a Google Doc I just found. Dinosaur Manual 1.3 Home Brewery.
That's the one.
Cool.
And yeah, the mythic Plesiosaurus is the one that I had, though I did change it around a little bit.
Got it. Since that's the one you're using, I will not look at any of the other details in case you want to use it some other time, but I am going to save it so that way we have the Plesiosaurus and the Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah.
And Raptor, because that's the thing, is like that's the rule with polymorph, which is why every wizard always wants to hunt down a T-Rex.
Yep. Now I will say, this T-Rex, you can't.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna assume that that's far enough away from a normal T-Rex that I can't futz with it.
To give you a concept, this one is rated a challenge ratings 22.
Yeah.
So yeah, no on that one. Yeah, the fun part is when you get to its actions. It does have multi-attack. 2 attacks, one with its bite, one with its tail. It cannot make both attacks against a single target. The bite is a plus 17 to hit, and it does 7d12 plus 10 piercing damage.
God.
And if it is a huge or smaller creature, it is grappled with an escape DC of 27.
Somebody call Aubrey.
It does also have a swallow. If it makes a bite attack against a creature it is grappling that is large or smaller, the creature is swallowed. The grapple ends. The swallowed creature is bound or blinded and restrained, and its total cover against attacks and other effects outside of the Tyrannosaurus, and it takes 5d6 acid damage at the start of each of the Tyrannosaurus's turns. Now, it does have the Kraken thing where, you can hit it with enough damage in a single turn for the creature to be regurgitated. Or actually, no, from the creature inside of it. So only the creature inside of it can do this. So if the creature inside of it could deal 40 damage or more in a single turn, it would vomit the creature.
Enough heartburn.
Yep.
Like I said, somebody call Aubrey.
Yeah. And it does also have the rampage as well. It can move up to its speed or jump a distance equal to half its speed and make a single attack. If the target is a structure, this attack deals double damage with that legendary action, which is fun.
Yeah, it would be a siege creature.
Yep.
Nice.
So yeah.
Here's my curious opinion. Like, what would happen if I cast disintegrate from inside of it? Because theoretically, it can't make a dexterity save. It can't dodge when I can just press my finger into its stomach lining.
You're restrained. You can't use any spells that require any somatic components.
Yeah, I'm the only one that can get ready to do the whole...
Yeah, you could do it with the fucking subtle spell. You could disintegrate from inside of it, and yes, that would be an automatic hit. Normal people wouldn't be able to do that. But yeah,
sorcerer thing.
With that being said, you guys have gone through the things that I wanted to use. You can go through the maps that I made. Yeah, that was the Plesiosaurus was a whole encounter that I had designed. If you guys, that was an optional encounter from the get-go. It was always something that you could choose to do if you wanted to. Didn't have much of a reason to do it other than just you were here to explore things that were associated with the ruins. If you wanted to explore and see if there was anything of note under there, you know, knowing that it was part of the ruins, obviously your characters might be like, hey, we know that there's cool loot just kind of lying around in the ruins. Obviously they're protected or defended, so maybe there might be something in this lake. But you have to go on the lake, and it is very deep. So
We missed out on magic items, guys. Down at the bottom of the lake, we could have fished it out with an octopus after we killed the Plesiosaurus.
maybe. You know, we'll never know now.
Correct.
So,
Oh,
but
we
yeah.
didn't
My brain's only thought is, sure.
Yeah, we didn't investigate where the Quetzalcoatls were.
Their nest.
Oh no, yeah, those aren't those weren't in ruins or anything.
I also look at it this way: we're archaeologists, not paleontologists.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, that was that. For those who were watching on the stream, thanks for doing so. Naylor, no one has quit yet, to answer your initial question, and yes, I will continue to call it Twitter. Daddy Elon can suck my dick.
And he can dead name his children. We can dead name his platform.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
So
I agree with this.
yeah. But yeah, thank you for being here, ladies and gents. Thank you for watching, those who were watching, and we'll be here next week. Current plan is that we might have to move next week, or, you know, just not do it next week because it is Valentine's Day. I'm going to try and see, is everyone available Tuesday next week? Is that a thing we could
See
do?
what we can do.
No,
Yeah.
I sadly.
raid.
I think the only extra day that I would definitely have free next week is either Monday or Friday.
Gotcha.
Do either of those.
Before we go, I think we should clarify: it's never right to dead name a person, just dead name Elon's platform.
Yep.
Correct.
Fair enough.
Correct.
Absolutely true. But yeah, we'll keep it internal, figure it out. Obviously, if you say Friday is the only other day this next week, I would think Monday is a possibility, except that also doesn't give me a lot of time for prep.
Valid.
But
I could probably do Friday, depending. Well, you know my situation, but yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Totally understand.
All things considered.
So yeah, I'll get the feelers out, see if we can do it Friday next week. Otherwise, we'll just take a holiday, let everyone rest and relax, and we'll get back to it in another week. But yeah, we'll see you guys next time.